Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you how to make two simple Valentine's Day decor crafts. And the first item that I am making is what they call a rag garland. And it's called this because you're basically just using scraps of material or ribbon that you have on hand to put this together. Or I guess you don't have to have it on hand. You can go out and buy some of your items like I did. The fabric that I'm cutting right now is fleece, and I did have this from a previous project. And what I had chose to do was to combine some different textures as well as different colors for this. Of course, I used the pinks, reds, whites, things, colors like that, just to go along with my Valentine's Day theme. But right here I am just cutting some strips of fabric for my project, and this one I am using some Rick Rack scissors to do this with, and this is the only one that I use these particular types of scissors with. I just wanted the fleece to have a little bit of decorative edge to it. The other ribbons that I use, I just cut those with regular scissors. But you just want to cut several strips. Depends on how long you want your garland to be. But I would start out cutting quite a few strips, because my garland, I think I ended up making a 5-foot garland to go across my fireplace. And I used everything that I had. I did have some fleece left over, but all my ribbon was gone. I thought I was going to have to go out and buy some more, but I got lucky and had just enough. So you might want to take that into consideration when you're putting this together too. Make sure that depending on how long you want your garland, you do have enough supplies on hand when you start it. And I probably made my strips, after I got them cut, I cut them again and made them about 4 to 5 inches long. I got the first one cut, and then I just laid them on top of each other until to use as a guideline to cut the rest with. Now I'm laying out my ribbon and fabric in the order that I want to put them onto my string. And the string that I'm using is just some twine that I got from the Dollar Tree. Most of the items that I use for this project I did buy at the Dollar Tree. I think maybe the white ribbon is some that I already had on hand, as well as the fleece. And then, of course, I purchased the burlap from Amazon. But you could use all ribbon if you wanted to. It's completely an individual thing, so you just make it however you want to do that. The whole project for this one, I would say, took me about 2 hours. The most time-consuming part was just getting your strips cut. So once you get past that, sitting down just tying them on goes pretty quickly. So the next project that we're going to make is just going to be a little felt decor piece that you can hang up around your house. What you're going to need to make this project is some felt hearts from the Dollar Tree, some ribbon of your choice. You want to make sure it's pretty long, and then some polyfill or some stuffing to put into your heart, and that's just going to give it a little bit of a 3D effect. Now the hearts that come in the pack at the Dollar Tree, I think you get 2 red hearts, 2 pink, or maybe it's 3 red, 3 pink, and 2 white. And you're just going to put 2 of those together. Now, I did choose to use red and pink together, but if you want them all the same color, you could do red on red, red on white, you know, just however you want to do it, you can mix them up. But I did do the red and pink. And I did end up doing 3 hearts with the red on one side and the pink on the other, and I had to actually go back and buy a second set of hearts so that I could finish my project. Alright, so what you're going to do now is you're just going to take your ribbon and you're going to thread it through the holes in the heart. And I start with the very first one in the dip, and I'm going to pull the ribbon all the way through. I'm just going to leave a little bit on the end in the back, and that's what I'm going to end up tying my bow off on. So the color that is facing me is actually going to be the color that's on the back side of the heart when it's hanging up. But you're just going to thread those back and forth through the hearts all the way around, and you want to just check and make sure that the ribbon is not twisted and that it's laying flat each time you go in and out one of the holes. And you're going to go all the way around your heart until you get pretty much all the way to the last little loop or the rounded area of the heart, so that you can put your stuffing in. And you don't really take much. You don't want to overstuff it because this felt is a little bit tougher. It's not a real soft felt, and if you overstuff it, you're going to end up with crinkles in your heart. So you just want to put enough in that's just going to cause it to, you know, puff out just a little bit. Once you get your stuffing in, you just finish with your threading until you get back to the center. Now that you get your thread back to the center of your heart, what you're going to do is you're going to have the long piece on the back side, and then where you ended it, it's going to be on the other side. And I just wrap that last piece that I had that I threaded, and I pull it through on the front side of the heart that I'm going to tie my bow. And I just make a little knot in it and tie my bow how I want it to be, and then I will trim off any excess ribbon that I have so that the tail of my ribbon is even. And I'll just trim those off in an angle, and then I take my lighter and singe the ends so that it seals those. And the last and final step is just to thread your ribbon through the back of your heart so that you can make your loop to hang, or make your hanger to hang up your heart with. And I just thread the ribbon through the back side of the bow that I just made, and I'll pull it around. I didn't measure any of these. I kind of eyeballed it, but if you want your hearts to hang perfect, you do want to measure the length of your ribbon before you tie it to make sure that they're all the same. But I just pushing that through with my scissors, and then I'm going to tie it in a little knot. And I did pull my knot back around so that the knot piece was actually underneath the ribbon that I threaded that through, and you didn't see it on the top. Of course, you can hang these different ways. If you want to, you could hang them at different lengths so they have like a stacking effect. I chose to hang my hearts on my light over my table, but you can hang these on your curtain rods. You can hang them on little hooks. You can hang them in a straight line over your mantle, whatever you want to do. But I think they turned out really pretty. And like I said before, I did go back and get some more of the felt hearts because I decided that I wanted to have 3 with the bow on the front of the pink, and then 3 with the bow on the front of the red. And when I did the other ones where the red was the front, I did use a pink ribbon instead. So I don't think you can buy the ribbons, the thin ribbons like this at the Dollar Tree. I could be wrong, so it's not going to hurt to look. But these ribbons were just some that I had already had from other projects that I had done. But if you don't have any, a roll of this ribbon really don't cost that much. You can get it at Walmart or Michael's or wherever. But I just thought this was a really cute and quick, easy project to do, and I hope it was helpful to you, and that you, if you do decide to make this, I hope you enjoy doing it. This project didn't take quite as long as the garland. I think it may have took me about 20 minutes to do. So anyway, I had a great time, and I thought they turned out cute.